What's up guys? So it has been a while since my last video. I'm excited to be back here giving you guys an update. Basically, a lot has gone on and nothing has gone on over the past couple weeks. If you are not familiar with my story and you're just coming across this video, I've been trying to conceive for coming up on 2 years actually. It's like a year and 8 or 9 months at this point. And recently I've gotten pregnant twice. One was an ectopic pregnancy and one was a chemical pregnancy. So I am kind of recovering from the chemical pregnancy still. I haven't had like a full cycle since that all happened, and I'll get into all the details of that. But basically we are just, you know, trying naturally this month to get pregnant, seeing what happens. And yeah, so let me get into it. Let me back up to like last time I made a video for you guys, and that was just after I had done my HCG lab. And it came back really low. It was 4, and then I did a follow-up lab 2 days later and the HCG was 2, so it was clearly going down. So basically at the point that I was getting those labs done, I had been spotting for about 5 days, I think. Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days, 3 days, 4 days, I don't know, a few days. And after that, after I got those labs, I continued spotting for like 4 or 5 more days. So I called my doctor, and the spotting was turning from like a darker brown to a lighter brown and was getting less, but still it was like still spotting. So I called my doctor on that Friday, which was a week after I'd gotten my initial positive pregnancy test, and I was like, I'm still spotting. Like, what do you think I should do? And she said, call me Monday if you're still spotting then. So I called her Monday, and she said, okay, let's bring you in for some labs. So I went in for labs on Wednesday of last week, so a week ago today. And they tested my progesterone, they tested my estrogen, and they tested my HCG again, just to make sure there was nothing funny going on because of the ectopic. So I was like glad that they had me come in, and actually all the numbers came back like normal for beginning of your cycle. So the progesterone was less than 1, estrogen was like, I'd have to look, but it was really low. I want to say it was like in the 60s or something. I'll take a look. And then my HCG was less than 1. So that was a relief that like nothing funny was happening, where it was like another ectopic that had gone low but then went back up or something. So that was good. And actually the day I went in for labs a week ago was really the day I stopped spotting. So they didn't really know what was causing it, but it stopped, so it resolved itself. I don't think we'll ever know. So at this point, I'm waiting to ovulate still. If this was like a normal cycle and my first day of bleeding was like cycle day 1, I would be on cycle day like 18 or 19, I think, which is around when I usually ovulate, but I was getting a positive pregnancy test on cycle day 1 this month. So I think it's gonna be delayed, and I've had some like symptoms that made me think I'm gonna ovulate. Hold on. Yeah, my estrogen was 64 when I went last week. So I think that's low. I think right before I ovulated, it was like in the 500s or something, one time that they were monitoring me. So anyway, I've had some symptoms that make me think I'm gonna ovulate soon. Mostly I've just had like cramping in my ovaries, and I don't know if any of you guys have experienced this. Like before I had the ectopic and before I'd ever taken Clomid, I had no idea what like ovulation pain was. I don't know that I actually ever felt ovulation, but after all of this, and I don't know what is causing it, is because I've had a couple miscarriages or the Clomid or a combination, but I can definitely feel like when my ovaries are doing things. And I don't know that I'm gonna ovulate. I hope I'm gonna ovulate, but like definitely I can feel my ovaries like cramping and pinching. I have been taking my basal body temperature, and it has been low, so I'm monitoring to see if it is going to jump up in the next few days and show that I ovulated. I've also been taking like an ovulation test here or there, and this morning the one I took, it wasn't positive, but it was darker than it had been like a couple days prior. So I'm thinking maybe ovulation is coming soon. So this is like one of the few cycles that we're actually gonna have a chance to try naturally, because before, like the first year we were trying to conceive, I really wasn't ovulating. I don't think we ever caught like the ovulation window that I could have gotten pregnant. Then after that, I've done like a lot of fertility treatments, and so there's only been like 1 or 2 months this year that we've actually tried naturally. So I'm actually like kind of looking forward to it. Like, it's just nice not being on any medication and not having all the side effects and stuff. I have noticed that like when I got my nails done last weekend, my nails were very, very like brittle and thin. And also like my hair is always brittle and thin lately, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like my skin, like I bruise easier and my skin's more sensitive. And again, I don't know if that's the Clomid. I don't know if it's the methotrexate shot that I got to terminate the ectopic pregnancy. It could be a combination of those things, but it's just kind of like nice to not be putting extra chemicals on my body right now, because I've been rough on my body the last like several months. So that's really the update. Overall, like I've felt pretty good the past few days. I've gone through like different like phases, like we all do at any point in life, where I feel like really down, and then I feel okay, and then I feel excited, and then I feel like mad and frustrated, and just like, I don't know, right now I feel fine, but I'm also kind of just like over it. Like, we've been trying and been unsuccessful for long enough that I'm just like, I'm just tired. I don't want to wake up at the same time every morning to take my temperature. I don't want to pee in a cup and take an ovulation test. I don't want to keep track of all my symptoms. I'm just bored of it. Not even bored, I'm just like exhausted of it. And so, you know, I've said this in other videos, but in case anybody doesn't know, my sister's getting married. Actually, what's today? The 22nd, almost exactly 1 year from now. So if we don't get pregnant in the next couple months, then we're gonna take a break for like 3-ish months, because her wedding is across the country from where I live. And, you know, obviously I don't want to fly with like a brand new baby or like weeks before I deliver. So we are going to take a break if we don't get pregnant. I'm hoping I ovulate soon, because then we can try 2 more times before we have to take our break. If I ovulate soon, we can try this month and next month, and then we'll take a break like October, November, December-ish, into January. I think I'll have to look at the calendar exactly. But anyway, the reason why I'm telling you guys all that is because if it doesn't happen in the next 2 cycles, or we have another miscarriage in the next 2 cycles, like I'm gonna need a break. I'm gonna need like an emotional, mental, physical break, where I'm not worrying about every single little thing I eat being the most healthy, like not having drinks, focusing on like what day in my cycle I am, how many days till I can test for this or that, like going for labs at 7 a.m. before work. It's just like, I'm gonna need a rest from all that. So I'm trying to not like put too much pressure on myself for it to happen in the next 2 months. But if it doesn't, then I think I'll be really excited to have like the break. So we actually did plan a vacation for early October. So I'm hoping the timing works out, that if it doesn't happen, like if we don't get pregnant in the next 2 cycles, then we'll know that it didn't work by the time of our vacation. And that way, like I can just like, okay, this is time to chill. And or either way, that we know, okay, it worked and like it's exciting and maybe this is gonna be the time, or it didn't and we're now on a break for a while and we can just like start the break off with a nice vacation. And yeah. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you guys. I got a new prenatal, and I will grab it in a second to show you guys. But it does have, well, let me just grab it. So I got this prenatal vitamin. I ordered it on Amazon. I think it was kind of pricey actually. I think it's only 1 month supply. How many pills? Yeah, 1 month supply, and I think it was like $18 or something. I don't remember how much prenatals normally are, because I haven't bought them in a while, because I just get a big bottle at Target. But the reason why I got this one is because it has Vitex, and I think a couple of you had commented, or I don't remember, maybe I read it somewhere, that Vitex is good for luteal phase defect, and so the prenatal I was taking didn't have Vitex in it. So I've only been taking it for like maybe a week and a half, so I don't know that it's really gonna have an effect right now, but so far, like, I like it. It doesn't make me feel any like nausea or anything. I know sometimes prenatals, like, you can make you feel funny or like not well. So this one's been pretty good. It does like smell, like all prenatal vitamins I found kind of smell, but this one, the smell is pretty strong, and they're like a little bit hard to swallow because they're capsules versus like a pressed pill. So they're like plasticky, and when you put it in your mouth and you put water, it kind of, like, for me, kind of gets stuck to the side of my mouth sometimes, and I'm like not good at swallowing pills. So I've had a couple like close calls where I almost didn't get it down, but now I'm getting more used to them, so I figured out how to do it. But yeah, so I did get them on Amazon, like I said, so if you guys want to check it out. I don't know if they're good or not because I haven't been taking them for that long, but it says take 2 a day, 2 capsules once daily with a meal. So I've been taking them after dinner, and that's been good. Also, something different I'm doing this cycle, it's not really that different, but I'm just really trying to drink a lot of water. I never drink as much water as I'd like to, but I've just been trying to really focus on staying hydrated. Don't know if that's gonna make a difference, but it's just something like, I'm like, I need to do something different this cycle. So the 3 things we're doing different is we're not doing medication, no Clomid, different prenatal, and I'm trying to drink lots of water. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I do have an appointment with my endocrinologist a week from tomorrow. So when I first met with him, and he tested, he didn't actually test anything, I don't think. He just reviewed all the labs that my primary care doctor had done related to my thyroid, and he prescribed me levothyroxine, 25 micrograms, I think it is, mcg. And he said, you know, a lot of times if you have slight hypothyroidism, that can affect your ovulation and ability to stay pregnant. So a lot of times when women go on thyroid medication, it helps them, you know, get pregnant naturally. And so he said, just, you know, call me when you get pregnant. And I said, well, should I make like a follow-up appointment in like a certain number of months? And he said, yeah, do labs in like 3 months and then make a follow-up appointment in 6 months, unless your labs aren't normal, you come in. But and you know, if you're not pregnant by then, we'll reevaluate. But he was kind of like, yeah, but in 6 months you'll be pregnant. So that's next week. It's been 6 months since I started taking thyroid medication, and I'm not pregnant. I guess I have gotten pregnant a couple times, but I haven't stayed pregnant. So I'm gonna talk to him about that. Maybe he'll do some more labs, make sure all my numbers are, you know, what he likes to see if we need to adjust anything. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to making sure all of that looks good. So I think that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have a bunch of new subscribers, and I just want to say thank you guys for subscribing, following along. I'm really happy to have you. As I've said in other videos many times before, you guys help me get through this whole thing in ways like that you don't even understand. It's just so nice to have a community of people to rely on, because like I don't talk to anyone like I talk to you guys. Like, I don't talk in detail to my husband because he doesn't fully understand like all the details. I don't have friends that I can really open up to about everything that I feel comfortable with, and I definitely don't share every little detail with my family. So having like you guys to share this with and talk about it with is just so awesome, and I really appreciate you guys so much. So thank you guys so much for watching again, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed and you want to follow along, maybe see if I get pregnant in the next 2 months, then hit the subscribe button, and I will be back with another video really soon, not as long as the last time. I try to post a video every single week. So last week I went like more than a week without posting, but I am back and I'm trying to get on a good schedule, so I will be back with a new video soon. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Bye.